Up next is the App of the Week segment. This is a segment dedicated to app demonstrations. Should you have an app that you would like to demonstrate for our listeners, feel free to send us the recording of such an app demo to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your App of the Week.
And now we conclude with our App of the Week section, where Warren demonstrates a text-to-speech engine, ToBe Said.
Hi, Warren here for Blind Android Users Podcast, and as we continue with our App of the Week series for episode 275, App of the Week, this is demonstrating a TTS engine, a very promising TTS engine called ToBe Said. That's TOBE space SAID. I've been communicating with the developer of this app on Reddit, and I'm so glad to see that unlike the others that are only found on GitHub, however, this one is on the Play Store and it's just debuting on the Play Store. I do want to mention also here in passing that right now, though, this is not something that you necessarily want to use as your main driver for your system-wide because it's still very slow. You will see as I demonstrate it. For this demonstration, though, I'll be utilizing my Galaxy S23 Plus running One UI 8.0 and TalkBack 16.x. And then I'll come back and tap on that install and get started. Let's now navigate to the About.
About this app. Heading. Google Play Store. ToBe Said AI Voice and TTS. Details. Private offline AI voice generator and low latency system-wide TTS. Your voice, your phone, your privacy. ToBe Said Lite is a high-performance offline AI voice generator and system-wide text-to-speech TTS engine built for total privacy. Unlike cloud-based voice apps, everything runs 100% locally on your device. No servers, no subscriptions. Why choose ToBe Said Lite? Lock essential privacy. Process all speech and voice synthesis offline. No accounts or internet required. Gear system-wide integration. Power talkback, screen readers, and ebook apps with high-quality preset voices. Speaking head single custom voice. Create one personal AI voice from your own recordings. Adding a new voice replaces the old one. Rocket low latency optimized C++ and NDK integration ensures fast speech generation without the cloud. Who is it for? Accessibility users upgrade TalkBack with natural AI voices that respond instantly. Mobile readers power your favorite ebook and PDF apps with premium offline narration. Privacy advocates ensure your biometric voice data remains strictly on your local hardware. Important note, this light release supports English only. High priority updates for multilingual support are in development. Note, this version is limited to one custom voice slot. For unlimited slots and custom voice TTS, see the Pro version. App info. Version 1.0.0. Updated on March 7, 2026. Downloads 10 plus downloads. Download size 123 megabytes. Required OS Android 7.0 and up. Offered by Lookbee. Released on March 11, 2026.
And that's both the description and the history of the app. I'll now navigate my way back to the installation page and tap on that install, and let's get started with ToBe Said.
Play Store. About this app. Heading. Install. Button. Pending. Verified by Play Protect. Navigate up. Button. ToBe Said AI Voice and TTS. 0%. 14%. 21%. 48%. 89%. 100%. Installing. Shortcut to ToBe Said added on home screen.
We're done with the installation, and I'm simply going to tap on that open right here.
Open. Button. Allow ToBe Said to send you notifications. Allow. Button.
The first thing we heard is whether or not we want to allow it to send us notifications. And you guys know I'm notorious for not allowing things to send me notifications. And so for this demonstration, though, I'm simply going to tap on Do Not Allow.
Don't allow. Button. ToBe Said. Anything to be said.
We're now in the main UI, and as always, I'm going to go through the UI, show you where the buttons and controls are found. And starting from the very top and working our way down, here's what we got.
Read clipboard. Clipboard, read clipboard. Button.
We got read clipboard. In other words, if you have something on your clipboard, it could read for you. Below that,
System text to speech settings. Gear System TTS button.
In other words, when you tap on here, it will take you to the system TTS. We'll come back to it. That is where you could change or choose to use ToBe Said as your main driver TTS. Next.
Recite Hamlet. Face mask recite Hamlet button.
Basically, what this is if you tap here, it will display the text, and you can sample that text by the current chosen default. We'll come back to it, but let's move on.
Text to speak. Edit box.
Or you could type your own here. In other words, you could type your own that you want to hear spoken. Or if you tap on
Recite Hamlet. Face mask recite Hamlet button.
Then it will display that text in this current
Text to speak. Edit box.
field. Now, moving on down.
Open settings button.
At the bottom left, we've got open settings. And to the right of it, we have the voices.
Current voice default. Select voice. Default.
You tap
button.
there to select voice. And then to the right of it,
Ready. Speak text button.
and tapping on that will also read that text in the edit box that I showed you earlier. My main thing now, though, is to go through the settings, and then we'll go to the voice selection so you could hear the different voices and all of that. Let's go ahead and tap on the open settings. That's the first tab there at the bottom left.
Open settings button. Settings. Heading.
We're now in the settings, and starting from the top of the screen and going down, here are the items that we encounter.
Buy Pro version. Buy Pro version button.
We come across the Buy Pro version, and I do want to mention here in passing that when you tap on that, it will tell you that it is not found. And the developer had indicated that it is still being reviewed on the Play Store. So you're not going to be able to buy the Pro version as of yet. Next.
Selected system. Theme. Theme. System. Button.
So that the theme that is by default, though, is following my system setting. That's my color system setting. And next.
Selected compatibility. Share mode. Share mode. Compatibility. Button.
Here's an item where if you tap on,
Pop-up window. Selected. Compatibility. Compatibility. Radio button.
we've got a couple options. There's compatibility, or
Not selected. Quality. Quality. Radio button.
there's quality. I don't know what the differences are, but I'm going to choose quality for the time being, or maybe leaving it on compatibility, and then we'll try quality later on. Let's just go ahead and leave it on that compatibility.
Selected. Compatibility. ToBe Said. Selected compatibility. Share mode. Share mode. Compatibility. Button.
Next, we come across,
Selected medium. Voice quality. Voice quality. Medium.
and
button.
here is the voice quality. As you can hear, it tends to repeat the stuff. Maybe there's something that the developer could do in making it not repeating things, but say it maybe once, but it says it like 2 or 3 times. So here, let's go on here and see what we have. By default, it's set to medium, but let's tap on here and see what we've got.
Pop-up window. Not selected. Low. Low. Radio button.
So we got the low, which is not selected, and moving on down.
Selected. Medium. Medium. Radio
Medium
button.
is selected by default,
Not selected. High. High. Radio button.
and we have the high quality. I'm just going to leave it on that default,
Selected. Medium. Medium. Radio button.
and that's the default.
ToBe Said. Selected medium. Voice quality. Voice quality. Medium. Button.
Next, we come across,
System text-to-speech settings. System TTS settings. Button.
in other words, if you tap here, it will also take you to the system TTS settings, where you could choose ToBe Said as your TTS settings. Let's move on down.
Report bug. Report bug. Button.
Next,
Terms of use. Terms of use. Button.
next,
Licenses. Licenses. Button.
next,
ToBe Said for Android.
next,
Version 1.0.0.
and that's the last item. Let's go back.
Anything to be said.
All right, so for the time being, though, I'm going to tap on this,
Recite Hamlet. Face mask recite Hamlet. Button.
and now it places that text here.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end. The heartache and the thousand natural shocks. That flesh is heir too, 'tis a consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. There's the rub. Edit.
So it displays that text there in the edit field, or you could type your own. Now remember, at the bottom right corner is that speak or read.
Ready. Speak text. Button.
And if I tap here, it should read that text that is there in the edit field with the default voice. So I'll now tap.
Cleared text. Generating.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To sleep more, and by a sleep we a house and shop that flare to summation to be die, sleep, chain. There.
Speak text. Ready.
Well, as you can hear, as I indicated earlier, it's not yet quite for prime time. You are hearing some cutoffs or, delays and things of that nature. Now, though, let's go and tap on the selection of voices. In other words, that second tap at the bottom there in the middle, and that's the voices.
Current voice default. Select voice. Default. Button.
And I tap here.
Voices. Heading.
We're now on the voices page, and I'm going to go through the voices and sample the voices that are available here, starting from the very top. Here's what we've got.
Edit box. Find a voice.
You could type here to search for the voice that you're looking for, or moving on down.
Selected. Voice default. Default. Button.
So here we've got the voice default, and below it there on the left is the sample or preview.
Available. Preview voice. Button.
It says available, preview voice. If I tap here.
Stop preview.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Preview voice.
And next voice.
Not selected. Voice goddess. Goddess. Button.
We got a goddess voice, and you girls out there that want to be goddesses, here's your voice. And below it there on the left.
Available. Preview voice.
Here's the preview, and I tap.
Stop preview.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Preview voice.
Sounds to me like some British goddess. Moving on down.
Not selected. Voice narrator. Narrator. Button.
We got the voice narrator, and below that on the left.
Available. Preview voice.
Here's
Button.
the preview. I'll tap here to preview Mr. Narrator.
Stop preview.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Preview voice.
I think that will be my voice. Next.
Not selected. Voice villain. Villain. Button.
And below that, the preview.
Available. Preview voice. Button. Stop preview.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Preview voice.
Sounds to me like someone in Russia. I love that. That's beautiful. And that's the last voice there. Now, below that, we've got a couple buttons. We've got
Upload. Button.
upload. In other words, you could tap here to upload your pre-recorded voice, and it will use that as a TTS. In other words, it's going to use your voice for your TTS. For example, if I tap here.
Voice usage confirmation. Heading.
And we got the following dialogue.
By uploading audio, you confirm that you or the voice owner have explicit permission to use this recording. You will not use generated voices for impersonation, fraud, or deception. Voice processing and generation happen locally on your device.
And we got a checkbox.
Not checked. I understand and agree. I understand and agree. Checkbox.
And below that, we got a couple buttons. There's a cancel to the left, and I agree to the right. Here's what I'm talking about.
Cancel. Button.
And to the right of that,
Agree and continue. Button. Disable.
that of course is disabled because I didn't tap on that I agree. I'll go back and look at the last button.
Voices. Heading.
So apart from upload,
Upload. Button.
to the right of that we've got
Record. Button.
record. In other words, you could tap on this one to record your own voice. So if I tap here, for example,
Allow ToBe Said to record audio. while using the app button.
Of course, the normal permission, and I'm going to say while using the app.
ToBe Said. Recording dialog.
We're now on the recording page, and we got
Tap mic to start.
tap on the mic to start. And we've got some buttons here in the middle of the phone. We've got 3 buttons. On the left, we got
Reset recording button.
reset recording, and in the middle,
Paused. Start recording button.
and to the right.
Disabled until 5 seconds.
And that's all that we have. Now, if I tap
Paused. Start
the-
recording button.
start recording,
Voice recording notice dialog.
we got the same dialogue.
This recording will be used to create an artificial intelligence voice. Only record your own voice or a voice you have permission to use. All processing stays on your device.
And we got a couple buttons below that on the left,
Cancel button.
and to the right,
Continue button.
continue button. I'm going to go back.
Recording dialog.
I'll go back again.
Voices heading.
All right, so I'm going to go choose my narrator.
Not selected. Voice narrator. Narrator button. Ready. Speak text button.
And now I got narrator as my default. And now, before I bring this to a close, let's go ahead and choose this as a TTS engine, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll tap on the Open Settings,
Open settings button.
and that's that tab there at the bottom left.
Settings heading.
And next, I'm going to tap on that System TTS settings.
System text to speech settings. System TTS settings.
There
button.
we go. And I tap.
Text to speech. Navigate up button.
It takes us to the text-to-speech area, and I'm going to tap on the preferred TTS engine.
Preferred engine. Speech recognition and synthesis from Google.
And I'll tap.
Preferred engine. Navigate up button.
And now I'm going to tap on ToBe Said TTS.
Not selected. Radio button. ToBe Said.
That's ToBe Said. It says ToBe Said, but Google TTS is not pronouncing it right. If you switch to the ToBe Said TTS, it actually says it right. So I'll tap here.
Attention. This speech synthesis engine may be able to collect all the text that will be spoken, including personal data like passwords and credit card numbers. It comes from the ToBe Said engine. Enable the use of this speech synthesis engine.
Okay, so I'm going to tap on
OK button.
OK.
Using ToBe Said. Preferred engine. Selected. Radio button. ToBe Said.
Okay, as you can hear, it's very slow, and I'm going to go back.
Text to speech. Preferred engine. ToBe Said.
Now, another thing that I observed, though, is that it doesn't obey the speech rate settings, for example. So if I...
Speech rate. Slow.
So if I go
Fast.
up...
Speech rate 120%. Speech rate 133%.
I'm going up, 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 up.
Speech rate 235%. Speech rate 285%.
I'm going to go to the max that I can. Let's see.
Speech rate 600%. Speech rate 600%.
So we're there at the max at 600%, and as you can hear, it doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to bring it back down to like 120 where it was the default. See what we are at. Let's
Speech
see.
rate 143%. Speech rate 118%.
All right. Now, another thing, though, that it doesn't seem to obey is the speech rate from the accessibility menu. So, for example, if I use the talkback, the gesture to go to the speech rate, for example.
Hide screen. Speech rate.
Okay. And if I swipe up,
Speech rate 130%. Speech rate 143. Speech rate 157%.
I'm decreasing now.
Speech rate 118%.
So as you can see, it doesn't support those speech rate settings. And this is something that we could talk to the developer about and see if you could fix that, and then that will make it usable. And with that, though, I would conclude this demonstration of the ToBe Said TTS engine. I'm particularly excited because this is on the Play Store and folks do not need to go to the GitHub and trying to figure out how to download it. Kudos to the guy for bringing it to the Play Store, and now the work has just started. As indicated in the description, right now it's only available in English, and looking forward to it coming to other languages, and most especially looking forward to it having responsiveness that we're looking for. And that concludes this demonstration of the ToBe Said TTS engine. As always, if you like what we're doing, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thanks for listening. Until next time.
So Warren, the demo, I think you said it was still a little bit slow, wasn't it, to be used as a driver on the phone?
Yeah, and so I've been chatting with this guy. He's a very great guy, and I do want to report, though, that he pushed out an update on Friday, the 13th of this month, March, which was yesterday, and now it can take advantage of the system speech rate control. So in other words, whether you go to text-to-speech engine and change the speech rate there, or you use the talkback menu or whatever gesture, you can now take advantage of that. And I want to quickly show that if I have my phone here. Let me take a look.
11:04 locks, device locked, system UI. Home.
All right, so here's my phone. I'm going to go switch to
Talkback menu.
the ToBe Said TTS.
Text to speech. Text to speech output. Preferred engine. Preferred engine.
Let's see.
Not selected. Radio button. ToBe Said 5 of 14.
Here's ToBe Said, and
This speech synthesis. Okay. Button. Using ToBe Said.
okay, so here's
Home.
ToBe
Home.
Said, and I'm gonna
Mark 14.
navigate to. I'm using
Flexibility
the
volume set to 79%.
narrator voice here. I'm going to navigate to the speech control. Let's see.
Focus delay.
What's
Speech rate.
speech rate?
Speech rate 133. Speech rate 104. Speech rate 177.
There we
Speech
go.
rate 214%.
So as you can see,
Speech rate 259%.
the speech rate now is supported. And the only thing that I told him also that needs work is that responsiveness. For example, if I put my finger on an
File browsers 4 more items.
icon, it takes it like 2 seconds or whatever. So now that he's gotten down the speech rate control, what he's going to work on now is to be able to make it possible to respond as soon as I touch something. And it's going to be a great device, great TTS engine, because he's told me how he wants to monetize it. He's not necessarily interested in, like, you buy this voice for X number of dollars. He's going to make it just a flat fee, one-time payment, and you can get all the voices that he's going to be bringing to it. So I see it as a very promising TTS engine once those things are worked out. And so that's the update, because if you listen to that demonstration, you couldn't change the speech rate, be it through the TTS settings or using the gesture to adjust it from the talkback settings. And that's the update.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because we debate the lifetime subscription versus, the lifetime price versus subscription all the time, and no one likes a subscription, right? You don't like it, I don't like it, but with a lifetime price, the thing might disappear. Like Window Eyes, we don't have anymore. Window Bridge, we don't have anymore. WinVision, we don't have anymore. Any number of Android apps, we don't have anymore when we bought them. And everyone hates subscriptions, and I do too, because it's an ongoing cost. But, what actually sustains an app, and how do we make sure that happens?
Yeah, and so he's not going to be doing that. He's told me, and he's not going to do the in-app purchases, for example. So, if I want to add another voice or whatever, so what he's saying is that once you buy that Pro, whatever voices that comes with it, you get all of them, and whenever he adds another voice, you get it because you already have that. And so I think that people prefer
I know,
that
that's what
because,
I'm saying. Like
yeah,
lifetime
yeah,
purchases die though, don't they? That's the
exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
Is he putting on language support?
Yeah, no, he's going to do the other language support as well. But right now, as indicated, it's only in
Yeah,
English.
stability is more important right now.
Yeah, so once he gets that stabilized, he's going to look into bringing other languages in there. And the good thing, though, is that this is locally on your device. And I also talked to him about that capability of using your voice. So if you like Karen's voice, I can't wait to have Karen's voice as my TTS. I don't like female voices, but I'll put
I
Karen's
tried my
voice
own
on
voice,
mine.
and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, so that's another thing with this one. You can use your own voice, although when I try it, it simply crashes, and he's going to work on that. And it doesn't
Yeah.
upload it to the internet or anything. It's localized on your device. And
He
so
really
I'm looking
should
forward to that.
improve it. And yeah, the more we record, the more phrases we record, the better the voice should get. I tried using my voice. I spoke for for a couple of seconds. It really sounded like me, at least better than Samsung did for Bixby. Like when I did my own voice, it's really like kind of like a younger version of me with a little bit of excited too. Like I'm so excited. Like I'm like, hello, how can I help you? No, I'm not like that.
So it worked for you. It for me. Why did it
Yeah.
crash for me? I tried both
It worked
recording.
for me. Like I spoke for a bit and it worked, but it needs improvement, of course.
Now, help me do this, Sally. Like maybe record something with your regular mic and then upload
Yeah.
it to it. It supports MP3 and
Yeah.
WAV
Yeah.
formats. I tried both, and either on my Galaxy S23 Plus
I
or
did the
my
recording rather than uploading. Yeah.
or my Pixel 10 Pro XL. And when I try to upload it, it shows like it's uploading, and then it just crashes and goes back to my home screen.
For me,
I'll,
Did you
I'll
say
try the
cheeks though?
recording
Because it
again. It
does
didn't
require
work.
you to say cheeks.
Nah,
Well, you
I'm not
should,
gonna
because
say
if it's going to be recognizing the word chicks in there. So Sally, when you did it, were you able to go select your own voice
I did.
or
I selected on my own voice. It worked, but it wasn't like, yeah, it needs a lot of work.
yeah. Well, at least though, give guys the kudos, because this
Yeah,
is not
absolutely
being
that.
uploaded to the internet. It does it locally
Yeah.
on your system,
It's so
and
good for
that's
the
what I like
privacy.
about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real good. I mean, I really want to thank you for that doing this engine, and I cannot wait for a much better, much stable TTS because we are really desperate for that.